If you guys want to shit talk them back, go ahead and do it. This is your playground today. There's no pressure on us, okay? All the pressure's on them.
Take a look at the Omen map select. Lotus is going to be the first map that we see. G2 also picked it. G2.
Whoa.
Okay, that is a locked.
Locking the tail.
Locking the tail.
So immediately history not repeating itself.
This could be dangerous though for Jorgamo. He's out into the open here and he needs some help. Or does he?
Spike down A.
Target-rich environment.
One enemy remaining.
And he flourishes with the rest of his team by his side. Yeah, one of the highest win rated teams at this event when it comes to pistol rounds. But not just that, like you mentioned, when they lose the pistol rounds, it's rare enough.
A.
They end up winning almost like 60% of them. Following up, so
and
G2...
they're not even forcing like G2
no,
are.
they are. They're just taking them straight up as ecos most of the time. Getting a win nice and early here onto Lotus. Going to be setting them up cleanly, but okay, that's a nice little seize nade, and Jorgamo is no more obliterated. Section of it, Gen G going to make a move on now, and Plan's going to be committed. There's the Paranoia. It's going to sweep through, dividing up most of the side here. Double drop down into pit. They're going to try and combine their might and their util, looking for the kills, but the crossfires immaculate from Gen G.
His nade. Take a look at what it looked like from Jorgamo's point of view. He never got a chance to play the round. Can be at its most deadly.
Doors opened up though. This is going to be putting Jorgamo under scrutiny. Can he deliver? Was it ever in doubt? It's two ripped array at a moment's notice. Sight's still going to be gained though. He's got no sound cues to work with. Still going to be TPing back and evacuating. Now with the dimensional drifting and even catching that late lurk. Foxy 9, there would be no backup policy. Gen G are the ones who are left scrambling, picking up the pieces of the round and just dying straight away. It's all set up from Jorgamo, isn't it? valyn being the closer.
But this is the round they took the timeout for, Brent.
And it needs to come up with a good here and now, trying to face it, doubling up as that wall drops down. And there it is, Munchkin and Caron happy to collect. Business is booming, their money almost capped out. If you look at the kills, a lot of noise made. valyn's already got the one. Anticipating that
Munchkin knows the plan.
You have to He's taken out. But hit the switch. Moving around, there's a smoke into your face now, and you're going to have to call this timing well. It's disjointed from G2, and Caron's got his eye on it. Watch for one at that. Not to be outdone. Playing further back positions here. Gen G do not want to throw this advantage whatsoever. Weaving in and out, trying to ping pong here, but the time is ticking, and now it's ran out. valyn, no more chances. You can at least bring Caron down to the grave with you.
That's actually really important too.
Yeah.
They've done insane.
So Gen G looking to utilize, and there's the Prowler connection. Still Leaf gets one. It's traded, showstopper not expected, but there it is. Collapses onto the floor, Jorgamo from the high ground. It's the operator looking to get value, looking to get a few more. Running it down to the side, the extremities getting cleared up, but Jorgamo accounted for. Taken out as a 2v2. They're trying to be diligent. Blinding. Paranoia sweeps, no connection onto Caron. He's still going to see this one open. Sighted. Ash is seeing it, takes the connection. Knows that he's off of it for now, but the C's did not connect. Smoke's going to be blossoming, blooming, covering the intent of G2, and they cannot be denied.
Pace though from Gen G. I think it's more likely to find success.
Footsteps already crossed past, but unanticipated that Jorgamo would be there. To nightfall now. Scatters across. Sound cues are cut away.
Paranoia. A flash from Jorgamo. A stun from Trent.
Now the Paranoia. Go button's going to be called for here by G2. They want to try and make a go of it. It's good with the positioning still. Ash is doing tremendous damage and tremendous work. Jorgamo has to try and clear up that upper area, but the site is kind of flipped over. Gen G, holy! Jorgamo just locking on. One to stun. Caron! 3 bullets left and just swarmed just in time. But almost died for it. But did he anticipate Trent? Tucked in close and tight. Needs a few more, but a spam. Raw bullets coming his way. There's a lot of teams coming for him, yet still he perseveres and reigns supreme. Munchkin scrambling, left and right. Dimensional drift spotted, he can see it on the HUD, and Leaf just plucks him out of the picture. It's a 10-2 half.
Early signs that maybe they could have done something with those rubble fights, but as soon as G2 got going, they were firmly in control. It would take something miraculous for Gen G to come back in the second half.
As you mentioned, Leaf could definitely get caught out, but he's positioned himself well indeed. It's the first one, still fights happening on multiple avenues, multiple fronts. G2 filling up the feed and getting the better of it for now, but it's still that 2v2 and the damage done! There's no way! They're so damn low! There's still a chance for Texture. It's not planted for these G2 players. They're gonna have to get a bit of a run on. First one's a good connection, brings it into the 1v1! Texture delivers!
Watch Texture's ult here. They're going to try to push into him. A lot of pressure.
Salvos, this is actually disconnected. She still gets 2. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. He was pushed into a really difficult spot, yet still Trent is getting that value. Round towards the pillar. Texture has to be the difference maker and is. Gains some side control, leaves it into just Jonah P. And he's not much for them.
Gained. Jorg, if he gets a kill, has a Yoru ult.
Full util dunk. Foxy9 squares up. Being challenged, that's the util. The TP forwards, the wall's going to be deaded on top of it. There's 2 players all the way in, but they're looking left, right, all over the place still. Up and over towards the wall. Leaf was able to pluck Foxy9 out. Ash is in.
How do you work a play here?
I don't even
if
know.
you're G2.
They're waiting for the smoke time is for 1. Propped up, now trying to take the fight. Ash! It's monstrous. Huge performance, timing taken, and the Prowler just misses it for Texture. On the high ground. Watches for it, Gen.G in breaking blue room, gives him access towards it. It's going to go for the B-split. Cheeky idea, Nightfall now, cutting away the sound user. Yeah, no anticipation. As you mentioned, they cooked it up, they combined it up. The ults, very cool opening idea by G2. They need another layer to this one. Gonna watch for it on top of the box. That's an angle that is hard to get onto. Texture is punished for it. Trying to peek past it. 2 plays up towards heaven. Gen.G to make a go for it. It's a 3-2-1 in the swing, but right through the smokes. It's a hard fight to win. 11 rounds now. Finally, G2.
2. Munchkin gets in to reinforce, but he takes a fight.
He's gone.
Cover going out.
And this is the opening. This is the window. This is the kind of mistake you cannot make.
Dire straights here for Gen.G. Pit now swarming out wide. It's a poison that's going to be spreading. Ash trying to go for a bit of random spam, see if he can collect these kills, but there we go. Sees and a nade, and valyn is no more. Still the pit remains. Defensive wall is propped up here, and these G2 players are going to try and make the most of it. Ring around the rosies. Operator in your hand. On top of it. And Ash left reeling, left wondering. His hands played it well, trying to pick up some sort of rifle. Leaf in front of him. It is a game of those timings. Leaf dominates it. It's G2 dissecting the map up now. Armageddon rolls it out, TP into the back from valyn as well, full access. Munchkin, he's already roared away forward, trying to take that timing, trying to take it well, god damn man! If they needed him, he showed up and put up here, and it's a pivot for B. G2 call for the pause, but 30 seconds remaining, and heads are being popped straight through the wall, damage being done. It's G2, tepid, trying to bait his fight out, it's a triple face in the end, and one player left to do it all, Charon, TP, throwing mind games into the mix, expecting potentially to pivot over towards A to lock up this map. And 1 kill is all it takes. Lotus goes G2's way.
Seemed like an inevitability after a 10-2 hard. Utterly dominant at the beginning there, G2.
For either team, you see those double smokes coming in for G2 Esports, so they're going to probably lock in that Omen, but you know valyn's barking at the troops.
Outs once more, so many players waiting on the other side. And the timing just not, Core Force opposed, just not ready for it. Jonah P was in control of the wall in that spot, and that means the go button called for. Gen.G are forwards, Trent not accounted for. Still, onto the high ground, Charon sets himself up and sets his team up nicely, but the snake bite is going to be putting a pause to the plans. Gen.G have got to get a few more bodies in here because G2 have them surrounded. Still that high ground angle, Charon getting amazing value, but here's G2. From all sides of things, they come out swinging, but only 14 seconds to work with the time pressure. He's going to have to commit to the B plan. Jonah P isolated, but the timing gets the worst of it. Jonah P gives him a bullet to the temple. So one-dimensional drift. Jorgamo is going to be getting information. Spots it out into the smoke, trying to body block Texture. It's going to be collided there, at least with the Nightfall. It's going to be scattering forwards. Charon. What the hell has he got there? Texture eliminating, trying to eviscerate a bit more, yet he's put down entirely.
Sova ult.
Leaf sticking, Sova only to get value, is half onto the defuse already, and Trent is taken out. Munchkin delivering a death blow. 2 for it. Leaf has earned himself win cons potentially, but time is ticking in a 1v3. Good luck to you.
This is
Up onto the edge. Doesn't stick it. He's looking for the fight, and Munchkin will give him it.
In Garage, I don't think that would have been the initial game plan that the coaches called, but a nice adaptation from Munchkin. And Karen here, I think he was just ulting to try to escape away from that dimensional drift. It was a Yoru ult paranoia play that G2 were trying to cook up on the retake, and he ends up kind of evacuating and catching somebody.
Viper's Pit even being committed. Thorns to tangle them up. Leaf wants to try and take this fight forwards! When it just reduced down to the side arms. Even expecting where Karen could be, Leaf is just absolutely monstrous. Munchkin still alive. Pit will remain, but for how much longer? Not at all! Set up defensively. Munchkin though, that's a critical kill.
What a shot.
The drone even spotting it off into the corner. Leaf will have to get the hell out of there. Munchkin walking around. Even Trent himself just... No, Yuto used to clear that one. This is a game of timings that Munchkin has one out, finally. 4v3. Just walking straight into it. That operator has exchanged hands, and this time, G2 feeling the ire of it. Texture, it's no slouch.
He almost missed the timing, but hits the quick scope.
The P's in, though. Past this one. A lot of angles to account for, though. He needs some backing from Leaf, and they go for the 3-2-1 swing. Good movement from Karen. Almost went wrong for them.
Yeah, mostly just set up because he hit a blinder of a shot onto Jorgamo. And to be fair, Jorg does miss. He's on a bit of an open spot here.
They want to go fast. They're going to be contending with all that Vice util. Well, not anymore. Leaf's gone. All going to be quite useless onto the side here. Another timing to be taken by Jorgamo. He's inside the smoke, and he might be inside their heads. Going for it, trying to reset that one. It's a flood attempt, G2. Already in through the back and clearing out the site.
Spike down A.
They're just ridiculous on these eco rounds. Foxy9's got it all to do.
That rifle still snaps towards it, has the angles, finds the kills into the 1v1. Jonah P doesn't know where he is. Tap trying to bring him out into the open, but the timing miss once more.
3v1 and win the MasterCard thrifting. They're just... The play from Jorg is absolutely perfect, just to pull eyes. Look at that, that's a free kill for valyn as he runs back in onto Munchkin, who's spamming back into the smoke. The flood is perfectly timed. Until a haunt as well.
Pressure in through Garage, that's a kill onto Leaf, and that might just change the game plan entirely. They were looking to go in a different direction. Jorgamo
What a shot.
gives them second thoughts. Left into this round.
But no Vice Wall.
Moving forwards now, the stun onto the left side. Holding your ground out, Jonah P! Wrangle's controlling the rifle. And the dreams and hopes of Gen G are scattered to the wind here.
10 seconds.
Playing with them.
At the top of the scoreboard for G2. And valyn has inspired this team to feel like they are accessing that underdog mentality again. It's a slim lead at the half for G2, but the game plans have all been working well.
One enemy. 10 seconds.
Meet it. It's a clash of the players, and the bloodbath is called for here with a paranoia sweeping forwards. Trent snaps forwards and Munchkin! The bullets, the entire clip emptied out and damage done. Finally a kill claimed. It's 3 for him.
Work his way through.
There's no way he's expected. And the damage done. His players are weakened. Caron snaps 180. Be here looking for it, and he's just missed it. Ash and Caron combine their might towards the end here. A pistol round win. Another one added. Forwards though. Horn needs to be broken. Kills. Potential for it with the Bulldog, though it's not the weapon of choice. But still a blood attempt is called for. Gen G trying to get themselves in there with bodies and more. Ash! Second guesses it, finally catches on to it.
Trent.
Spike planted.
Flash into the corner. What a shot tap from Ash! He's brought them a win con, he's brought them a chance here. And it brought them into the 2v2. The drone just spotting it. Tight to the corner. Leaf will have to reposition. Close together now. Texture. Ash move together as a unit, as one. Ash cannot do it all. Potentially some signs of life, calling for a TP all the way through. valyn's clearing close. Foxy9, he's missed the timing. He's trying to get close up forwards into them. He's catched it. Tries down by the ankle. Trent traces it out anyway to flood in. Gen G trying to get a move on. Being shut down entirely.
Spike down.
Door slapped in their face, but there's no time left. And they're going to collect these kills. Is there time to plant? Not quite. Gen G got it. That's absurd.
Thought they had it. A Red Bull clutch technically, Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
a sliver.
EP spotting out Munchkin here. Things happening. Trying to follow up forwards here. This is Foxy9 playing once more inside that smoke, but he's vulnerable. Nana Swarm, there's a judge in his hands, and he still gets the better of it. Picks up the gun. An evacuation called for G2.
He took a ton of damage, but now they're going back into Charon.
Charon hard committed. Repositions Paranoia with a jump spot. Not to be outdone.
Feels rushed at this point from G2, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit tilted, perhaps.
Genji making him work for every inch of
Spike
space.
down
Charon! He's monstrous right now. Doesn't want to be removed. He's a line of defense for this team, and as much as you want to bait those shots out, you're not getting squat. Overhead, Jonah P, he's finished. And here it is. Stun ricocheting back and forth, reinforcements here. They've arrived in time! But does texture even needed? Charon delivering death blow after death blow. Here they call for the pause and the hesitation here. This discipline at work, G2. They spotted the last remaining player, Ash. He's left reeling, backing away. 15 seconds, and it's time enough to get the plant. Deep position, and forward is Leaf. There was a chance there for Ash, but now down to just texture. Spotting out the one. Was he expected? Damage done. Trent was low enough, and it's not planted.
It's a horrible plant.
Not planted for Leaf whatsoever. Tap of it.
Patience.
Patience. Leaf is not budging. He calls the bluff entirely. Another tap. Texture! With the movement, he still can't claim the kill. One more for good luck, but he needs to hunt down Leaf, and Leaf sees that it's not being stuck. He finds the timing again. Texture is being toyed with. Leaf has had it for breakfast.
What an unbelievably good clutch from Lee.
And Jorgamo, can they deliver any sort of kills inside the wall? It's a timing with the dart. It's a great tag, Jorgamo, he's gone. To the dust and to the mud with him. valyn has to be that next player in, but perfectly baited once more. And there's that wall, smoked up, facing it up. Every single player from Genji putting up the challenge. They found that 12th round. There it is.
And skewering those G2 players at the start. That is such impact from texture early. 22 kills, by the way. I feel like he had a bit of a slow beginning as well, even on this map.
Dominate this angle nice and early. It's going to be dropping down, faced with multitude. It's evened out and traded out, but still that player advantage is there.
He legged
Texture, legged it, damage done, but he's out to the side and he's looking all over the bloody place. He needs help and he needs a bailout. Foxy9 just can't wrangle it. Leaves it to Leaf though in a 1v2 and Genji. This is it, the impetus, the moment, the turning point. It's theirs and well bloody earned.
Yeah, double controller versus double controller. I'm looking at Charon. He's had very, very good individual moments.
Reclaiming the gun too. Texture's going to be picking that one up. Well, he's swapping it around. We see it now, Dart lay it down, but players are starting to get themselves in. Classics in hand, and that's just it to work with, but G2 done more with less somehow. We see them now just trying to get a move on, fighting into this one, but entrenched positions into the 1v2 for Trent, and he's just left guessing where this player could be. Hold on, it's a 1v1, him versus Ash! Can't connect, can't lock onto it. I think pings yet, spam up towards the top of it, in through 410, and Foxy9 is gone. Straight back to the dust here, Gengino! Answering back with a few of their own. Charon finally taken out, but backing away. Leaf earns up towards the ult, but he's got two players to deal with, and you do not want to expend it in this situation. He's got to try and lurk and find the positions, running side to side. He doesn't know where the last is. There's a wall, isolates the fight, but is there time?
Not a chance. Really nicely played there from Genji towards the end.
Yeah, but it's a forward play by Genji. They've got another plan of action. Lockdown's going to be dropped down. Hunter's Fury going to be used to try and take this one out. The forward position's trying to be played once more. Texture and Charon. Texture dealt with Charon over the top. Dealt with easily enough. Jorgamo now. Put this wall up, sticking this defuse. He's got it to half, and he's brought his team that win con once more. Going for the face, going for the peak, and going for the jugular.
Bodies ended up making the difference. A 5v4 and Jorg's 3k, shutting down Charon in his top position. Charon has been the danger in these A post plants.
Reactionary from Gen.G, looking to try and survive him. With
But
it all.
it's before the plant. They're running away to B.
They're running away, and Jonah B! He's pushed out. The initiative has been taken from himself, and the knives almost gone entirely. He's another kill there. Refreshal for 12 seconds. They handed the spike over, and Karen with a TP. The ult has saved them. At least the plan's down for now. Trying to get a run on, trying to get a move on. Going forwards now, knives out, Texture, they've all gonna miss, but the rifle still is his backup. But the movement can't save him. G2!
Used his pit before the plant had gone down. That A push was chalked.
Yeah.
And they were left without too many options. Foxy 9.
Foxy 9 is gonna be caught. Squeezed, in fact. Too much to watch for, and yet still manages it. Gets the one. He's waiting for the next. He knows that there was a deeper drone, and he knows that Trent was lurking. Jorgamo, Jonah P and Leaf gonna have to put this one together themselves. Just the three of them versus 5. They go for it. Yeah, there's a wall up in front of their faces. Textures already just absolutely decimating them, destroying them. His team by his side. Relentless. There's no mercy at all. Gen.G slowly accruing another one.
And Texture's taking his op for a walk, looking to see if he can find an opening pick. And it's valyn with a peek. Like a rocket ship comes around the corner and deletes Texture.
Gen.G not even done yet in this round. Not by a long shot. Hunter's Fury committed. That's meant to be a bit of a pun as they hit that drone coming through, and Trent, yeah, he's got that value. In out of hiding, but second guesses it back towards him. Munchkin, he's perfect with it. Jonah B's been gone, done. Taken out. That's going to be broken out. G2 trying to make this one move and flood straight into the back. They've dealt with most of the side players, and it does now finally leave it all down to Munchkin. Even that snake bite, no chance in hell. Rebounding of all sorts of geometry. That's a full stick. And so G2, a 4-round safety net. A bit late to the party. Trent entrenched here, trying to avoid most of the fire, but Jorgamo cannot. Straight through the smoke. That's Ash and Leaf caught out wide. Their sight.
Do they clear Trent? He's about the only hope for G2.
Gonna be the problem player in a spot like this, and yes they do. The awareness is all there right now for Gen.G, and where is the first push of Munchkin? Is just sticking this, drops down half, and everybody dies from G2. Gen.G keep the ball rolling. It's full armor on a multitude of players from G2, and they're gonna be facing with the first one, but valyn was not so lucky.
That's amazing.
Munchkin! Trying to slam the nails into the coffin nice and early. It is answered back with Jorgamo. A tap.
Oh, and they're so tepid here,
Yeah.
G2 map.
Watching for it. Res is available. Bring one of your players back into the fray. Pick and choose. You choose Trent. He's been monstrous in the clutch. Leaf is that backup policy, but this is explosive. Dash across and forwards. There's an operator in his bloody hands. Matters not. The weaponry. Give Texture a spoon. He's going to make you mince meat. Going to be denying this one, though. G2 getting onto the plan, wrapping around. And the situation is pressing right now for Karen. Nana Swarm forced out into the open. Isolates the first kill. Shot dance, lay it down, and Trent.
Look at that. So it ended up being mostly a 4v5, but still, I mean, danger lurked around every corner, and G2 navigated it. And they are going to have to do that.
G2.
Ash, he rips the ultimate early. That could have been a death blow if he'd just been able to hold on to that and realized they were going B.
It does indeed, but Munchkin now could just be lying in wait. Back towards it. Dart not going to be dealt with. He's trying to find that timing. He does press himself forwards into a pit at least, but he's gone. Down and out Texture. Trying to get instinctual. There's a dart. Okay, wall in his face and a dash backwards. Jonah P.
At least he allowed them an opportunity to right the ship and avoid the snowball.
Texture creeping. Leaf has his teammates back. He'll step no further. Gen.G still trying to make a go of things. But time has bled away from them here, and G2, in the midst of all of that chaos, somehow persevere.
That is a miracle round for G2.
Is slipping away from Gen.G. They've got to try and answer back here. Trent is lucky. Doesn't go down to that one, and Gen.G are the ones falling, crumbling. Ash in a 1v2. The time ticking. Entrenched positions here from the G2 players. Snake bite Ash, sticking, half. Earns himself a possibility, but against 2 players it would have to be ridiculous. Tough, not being forced out. G2 far too collected. Will there be kills to be collected? Will there be kills to be claimed? valyn with the movement and the Hunter's Fury. pushes them back to the brink. Gen G. It up.
It's a save again! They're accepting the fact, and G2 immediately on the hunt!
No remorse!
Looking to try to deny the guns, deny the weaponry, leave knife out, running them down. The hunt is on.
And they can feel it. Throw caution to the wind, claim the kills, claim their lives. You will take nothing further into the next. Munchkin trying to stay alive, but to no avail. G2 blossoming. Fuel is up. Players are set in their position. A dash forwards, but texture's gone. G2, ever the hero, ever the miracle team. They're looking to put the fear of God into everyone at this event.
That is a miracle comeback. History, legendary match there from G2.